Hey everybody, welcome back. I got another toy review here. I just picked up this DC Justice League action figure. I picked it up at Walmart the other day, just getting around to reviewing it. On the package is marked from 2017, it's from the movie from last year. I hadn't really seen it before, because I would have noticed this, this kind of like gimmick that lured me in. It has this like molded shark with armor on it that like shoots these little like slingshot kind of things that attach to his fin of the shark, and you can kind of shoot it at other action figures and stuff like that. So over here we have Justice League, Aquaman, and here's kind of a diagram of how the gimmick works. Some warning logos, ages 4 and up by Mattel. Let's turn it around and take a look at the back of the box. And there we have it there. So here's a picture of, oops. Can't seem to get it standing here. I'll just kind of hold it. So we got a picture of Aquaman here, and it's kind of like a nice drawing of it. On the top of the box here it says Power Slingers. Just some basic warnings: don't shoot at eyes or face. And then there's another diagram here of how to work the product. It says, kind of says Aquaman with trident and armored shark. Some basic logos here. Here's the QR code. Made by Mattel, kind of licensed by DC and WB. And that's basically it for the box. So we'll just turn it around here. And nice packaging, all clear so you can see the action figure. So that's basically it for the packaging. So without further ado, let's get this guy out of the box and see how cool he really is. Okay, so now we got him out of the packaging, and I got the figure laid out so we can take a look at him. So we got Aquaman here. He's got his trident from the movie, and you got this little shark over here, and here's these little kind of rubber band. They're pretty elastic. He's very stretchy. It's got these little loops on the end. That's what goes on the shark, so you can aim it. And let's pull the little trident out of his hand and take a look at that. And I'll bring it up here and see if we can get this focused. And it's very well detailed, the trident. It looks a lot like the movie. A lot of molded in detail. There's not any paint on it. And then we'll try to just get it. There we go. And you can see all this different molding all the way down. Flip it around this way, and you see the molding right there. And it's good, nice plastic. It's got a little bit of flexibility, but it's not really like rubbery. I've gotten a lot of like accessories sometimes for certain things that it's like basically the thing is like a wobbly mess that's not gonna really hold its shape for very long. As soon as you like leave it somewhere, it's just gonna start getting bent up and everything. This seems pretty solid, and it fits in his hand very easily. You just pop it right in, like that, or you can kind of just like have it like this, where you kind of like that, where you can kind of turn his hand so he's kind of like that, where he's like aiming it forward like that. And that's basically it for his first accessory. Let's take a look at Aquaman now. Bring him up here and take a look at him close up, and show you some of his articulation. Let's take a look at his face here. It's a nice facial sculpt. I would say it does look like the character quite a bit. They caught it pretty well for an action figure with a You know, I think I paid around like $12 or just under that. You know, around like $10 and change. Doesn't have any really heavy articulation in the head because it's kind of hindered here by the hair being molded on the front and the back. So it's kind of like a collar almost. He's got a swivel up and down here in the arm, and then it's got a ball joint that will do 360. The arm goes up about that high, and then it's kind of stopped by this. It's not molded in. It's like it's like molded plastic. It's like a, what's it called? Like a armor that's on his shoulder that's molded, and then it's fixated onto it. So it only goes that high up, goes that high down. He's got an elbow joint. He can bring it in and down about that much, and it does have a swivel, and you can do that like 360 all the way around. Nothing's blocking it. And then he has a swivel, a nice swivel in the hand, so the hand kind of moves back and forth, and it does rotate. Same in the other arm. So let's take a look at close up some of the kind of details. You could take a look at the armor here. There's a lot of nice, like, it's got this green kind of shimmering like metallic green armor with this like sort of a neon yellow undercolor. That's part of like his almost like armor slash wetsuit, with a lot of nice molding here on the arms that kind of simulates the tribal tattoos that he has in the movie. And take a look at his torso here. He has this nice armor here. It's all like molded in nicely with like this shimmering kind of metallic. And then it's got like more of this molded underneath. It's got a swivel at the waist. He's got this like loincloth here that's a separate piece, but then it's molded in and then it's fixated onto it. It doesn't come off. Take a look at the back of the figure. Here's the rest of this loincloth. It's like a kind of harder plastic kind of rubber. It's pretty sturdy. You shouldn't have to really worry about it breaking at all. You know, kids and everybody can play with it. It's not going to break. It's a very sturdy figure. You know, usually when they have those more lower articulation figures, they kind of make them lower, but then they put more kind of plastic into it, so it's more sturdier for playability, you know, so kids can kind of bang them around, because this is more of like it's like a collectible sort of, but you know, it's more to have fun with. It's because it has this gimmick and everything. So he's got the, like I said, waist articulation. Legs are very limited in articulation, only goes forward about that much, so you can get a little bit of a kick out of it. Doesn't go back very much at all because it's blocked by the loincloth here, probably plus because of the molding in the back. He's got a bend at the knee, and that doesn't swivel. And then it goes down to these nicely detailed boots that are all kind of molded in. You can take a look at that. It's got that same like shimmering green that goes down. And again, for a figure that's, you know, a lot less than like a Legends or a Multiverse, there's a lot of, you know, paint applications on it that hit in the right places. You know, he's got from top to bottom, you know, again, not a lot on the back, but just on the loincloth, and then you can kind of see it on the armbands. I don't really see any problems with, you know, bad paint or anything like that. Mine's pretty spot on. So we'll just set him over to the side. I'll just throw his trident back in there so he can hold it. And we'll quickly take a look at the shark that comes with it. So he's got this like cool kind of shark that's kind of like, I guess, like his ally, sort of. I don't believe it's in the movie at all. You know, they had sort of similar stuff in the comic books and stuff where he had different animals that were kind of helping him, but again, they didn't have armor. They just kind of duped this up for the toy itself. This part here for the body, it's like a hard plastic that's molded. And then the tail, the fin, and then these fins here are all more of like a plastic rubber but it's very, it's pretty solid. It's not like a rubbery where it's squishy. It's just all molded in so that it's like, I guess the kids accidentally got hit by it. It's a lot softer. It's not all, because they are points, so they want to reduce that, people getting injured. And take a look at the face here. It's got an eye, and then it's got this same yellow color, kind of neon, that's the same as Aquaman's undercoating. He has some molded detail in the mouth. Some teeth, but it's not painted or anything like that. And like I said, it's a very cool little shark. It goes very well with the action figure. It has that same look. They caught that pretty well as his armor, is what's on the shark. And then again, it's got these little slingshotty things that are like aims this way. And then you just kind of put it on like that. And then, kids can like have fun trying to like aim it at villains and stuff like that. And then trying to shoot it. It takes a little bit of time to get used to it. Whoa, it's like a ghost. And, you can just kind of shoot it like that. Pick Aquaman back up. There he goes. And kids can kind of just, aim them at different villains and stuff like that. So I think it's a very good figure. I picked it up right away. I hadn't seen it before, probably when it first came out. Sorry about that. And, like I said, I would give it at least like a 9 out of 10, losing about a point for articulation on the legs. But, again, for playability for kids or for, collectors who like kind of different variances of the figure, again, for how much this costed, it was a no-brainer to pick it up. So, that's basically it for the review. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. And stay tuned for more reviews. Still got a whole bunch of Jurassic Park that I still haven't reviewed, and a whole bunch of other things. I picked up this also the other day. It's just like a double pack of the Avengers Infinity War. I picked it up at whatchamacallit, Toys R Us the other day. I think they were about up to like 30% by me, so I got this, was supposed to be around like $29. I got it for, somewhere around like $16, $17, so that's not too bad. So I'll probably be reviewing that coming up. And that's basically it for the review. So until next time, see you guys later.